Signing note. We now go to the gentleman from Utah, Chairman Chaffetz.
Thank you. I appreciate you all being here, and to the three judges on our panel today. Thank you for your time and commitment to this country and your service to our country. Thank you for your good work. Professor Eastman points out this paper that was written by Seventh Circuit Chief Judge Richard Posner, and I'm going to read part of Mr. Eastman's testimony here. The quality of judicial output declines as the number of judges on an appellate court expands, was the premise of, or the conclusion of Richard Posner's, Chief Judge Posner's paper here. And I'm going to read again from Mr. Eastman's testimony. Thus, although the Fifth Circuit had nearly the same caseload as the Ninth Circuit experienced a rate of summary reversal more than 6 times higher than the next busiest circuit. Now, to be fair, that was looking at from 1985 to 1997, but he went on, as Ninth Circuit Judge O'Scanlan, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing his name, noted in a 2013 article, quote, approximately 1 in 10 Ninth Circuit cases reviewed by the Supreme Court results in a summary reversal, end quote, and another half are reversed unanimously in a non-summary disposition by otherwise an ideological divided court. Moreover, according to Mr. Eastman's testimony, the combined reversal rate of the Fifth and the 11th Circuit is much lower than it was before the two circuits were split from the old Fifth. And so the question goes, was Chief Judge Posner wrong in his conclusion that the quality of judicial output declines as the number of judges on an appellate court expands? And if he is wrong, why is he wrong? I mean, he's citing some fairly strong evidence over a 12-year period.
I'll take it. Well, I guess I'll start, if you don't mind. It's of course, when I hear those statistics, you recall that he's talking about a period before I even joined the court 20 years ago. So if you look at different periods of time on summary reversals, you actually get much different data. And I have looked at that because the subject seems to come up a fair amount because they want to use that as a statistic. But I think the more important question is does size affect quality of deliberation? And in the Ninth Circuit, I would say absolutely not. And I think that our deliberations now are even better than when I joined the court because of technology. We are exchanging views every single day in rapid form. And we have different judges who take different interests. Some are interested in intellectual property. Some are very concerned about the consistency of even our unpublished decisions. Some are concerned about bankruptcy law. And some are concerned about environmental law. And all of these judges bring different perspective to the court. And we have free and robust exchanges every day in terms of the kind of collegiality that Professor Eastman was talking about. So I think I don't mean to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But my colleagues may have a different.
I mean, he looked at very statistical information and drew the conclusion that there is a direct relationship. I can tell Professor Fitzpatrick wants to jump in here. Go ahead.
Judge Posner is simply one of the most respected judges in the history of our court system. Perhaps the only federal judge that is smarter than Judge Posner is Judge Kaczynski. And so I think that he deserves great weight when he runs the numbers and comes to the views that he does. And again, it's consistent with everyone else that has looked at the data. Again, the study by Dr. Kevin Scott for the Federal Judicial Center, it all says the same thing, which is size matters.
And representing some, I think the number is more than 65 million people. I'm just not buying that it's faster and that support services. I mean, our population has grown over the years by tens of millions of people. And there does come a time when I think you need to split. And I gotta tell you, there is a great deal of frustration with the Ninth Circuit. There are people that are absolutely fed up with some of these things. As a member of Congress, I got to tell you, the rulings that we've had coming out against President Trump to protect our borders and secure this nation, while none of you on this panel made that decision, it is infuriating to us to look to the Ninth Circuit to see people say, well, there's 70 people here that we got to protect and 80 people here. What about protecting the United States of America? And it's the Ninth Circuit that is causing these problems and taking away the duties that the Judiciary Committee, the Congress, has given to the President of the United States to protect our borders. There are people that are outraged about this, and those are specific cases with specific judges. But I got to tell you, according to some others that I hear on this panel saying, where's the outrage? There are a lot of us that are outraged. The President was duly given by Congress the authority to protect our borders. And for these injunctions to come in place and prevent the President from doing his job is absolutely, totally wrong. I do think, Mr. Chairman, this is the right way to do this and to look at it. I do think that certainly Chief Justice Posner and some of the panelists here are on the right track. I think being able to deal with things in block too should also be given some heavy weight, and that is clearly not happening in the Ninth Circuit. I yield back.